So you're just not happy with
It's
progress?
not happy.
It depends on the.
It's all.
How is it on the outcome? Does it make your videos better?
Yes.
Just because you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes the videos better.
Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable.
It's too much work. It's too much.
You got to be uncomfortable to be pretty. It's just. Just saying.
There is no amount of discomfort that is going to make him pretty. Or me, for that matter.
I mean, there's the whole
know.
surgery route, you know. I could make myself look prettier and thinner, but I need to make more money.
Yeah.
Podcast really needs to hit if I'm going to.
Yeah.
We go into the knife.
A couple more subscribers to the podcast.
Just start a GoFundMe page. Nip Tuck Smitty.
Yeah.
There you go. I might make it. I'm going to make it. Be like a Indiegogo, you know, so you only get the money if we reach the goal. But if I reach the whatever it would cost, we'll say 100,000.
I would never do that.
You have to do it.
You have to.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, all the money's going to go back to the people.
Yeah.
go do as many GoFundMes as you want.
Nip Tuck Smitty.
You can really, I don't know, man. You could add Smitty to anything, and it's in the right, setting. It's funny. Like I was thought about for the show, for the morning show, for the post-show videos that we do as the podcast, doing like this Comedy Central featurette. We call it because there's all these fucking crazy stories about monkeys right now in the world, of monkeys taking over villages and towns and escapes from zoos in Japan. There's like, and they're getting smarter. Somebody was messing with monkey DNA recently to make monkeys smarter, and he and I had this argument. I say that the Planet of the Apes is a very plausible scenario.
It's coming.
Yeah. He thinks it's bullshit.
It is not a plausible scenario.
Sure it is.
There's a huge difference between something being remotely possible and actually being plausible.
No, plausible means it's a...
Have you ever seen Mythbusters?
Mythbusters, exactly.
Look at the definition of plausible.
Plausible is a reasonable amount of possibility.
Right. You can say anything's possible, but if it's plausible, that means it's got a reasonable chance of happening.
Yeah.
I don't know what plausible now. No, it's going to bother me.
It's possible, plausible, and probable.
Having an appearance of truth or reason, seemingly worthy of approval or acceptance, credible, believable. So credible is it's plausible. It's a credible idea.
Reasonable. I think
the
that's
Planet of the Apes is not a reasonable idea.
Yeah, no, it is totally.
Is where we're going to have the sticking point.
It's not reasonable, but I mean, it you know, all great science fiction is based on like real science and things that could happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Before that, I mean, there was no submarines at the time it was written.
What's the most plausible thing to happen? Warp drive. Or super smart monkeys that dominate the population, which is more
plausible?
Yeah,
warp drive.
Mm-hmm. Think so?
Yeah,
I think monkeys, man.
Like I don't know if you're serious right now. I don't know. Are you serious or are you fucking with me?
Here's what it is. Here's what it is. It's not that I'm serious. It's that I want it to be real.
Okay, so you're fucking with me.
Try to talk myself into it. No, yeah, probably.
Warp drive.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I would like is the, like where they, what do they call that? Where they like disappear and you can show up whenever.
Transporter.
Yeah. That's what I want.
I
want to be able to transport.
We are very slowly. I mean, actually, not really slowly. If you look at the timeline of Gene Roddenberry, but we are moving closer and closer and closer to Star Trek technology.
It's getting there.
And it makes me really happy.
It's getting there. We're getting closer to smart monkeys, too. Dude, every day I see this stuff in the news. I'm so
excited. The closest thing that we have to a smart monkey is you. And that's fucking pushing it.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I'd rather have the Star Trek technology. I'd rather be able to transport. You know, though, like when I'm afraid.
I'd rather have Star Trek technology, but I really want there to be smart apes for them to revolt.
I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I'd like monkeys revolting.
Dude, I love that idea. I love that as an apocalyptic scenario. I mean, you have to have. I mean, the apocalypse part is not true. It is not the plausible part.
But
That's not a plausible thing because you would have to have the mix of smart apes plus the pandemic that went with the apes becoming smart. You know, maybe we're at the pandemic now part.
Do you think if monkeys got really smart, do you think they would try and eradicate humans, or do you think they would keep us and put us to work?
If they didn't, they would not be smart. If they did not eradicate us, they would not be smart.
So you think the smart thing to do is gone?
Absolutely.
So they wouldn't put us in zoos or anything like that. Like, this is the last of the humans behind glass, like we did to them for years and whatnot. I don't know.
Are you just opting out from this conversation?
Yeah, I am.
It's like, it doesn't matter. It's never going to happen.
Why not? It's just fun. It's just fun talk.
Yeah, I know, but I can't even get my brain to think that stupid.
I don't understand how that's stupid. Yes or no, there are people trying to make monkeys and apes smarter as we speak.
Of course.
Sure. Is it possible that they could really succeed?
It is possible.
Yes, of course.
Just
Of
like
course.
most things.
Then
possible.
I don't understand why that's so out of the realm of possibility for your superior brain. Look, we could have just started talking off about the coronavirus. We could have just started talking about coronavirus.
That's old news.
Is it? I know. It seems like it is.
It's old news when we just have exponentially more and more cases every day.
It's insane, isn't it?
Yep.
Michigan, though, was bumped out of the top 10. We're no longer in the
Yep.
top 10 states.
Thanks
For a
Florida
minute.
and Texas
Thanks, Florida,
and Arizona.
exactly.
Oh man,
Fucking that up.
it's such a hard thing to escape because I literally have to talk. I have detached from seeing numbers. I honestly don't know how many numbers there are right now. I've stopped looking at the numbers. Thank goodness that I got Tim to be like the news guy and look that stuff because
You don't want to look at the numbers?
I mean,
Or you just... It's just...
I have looked
now.
at the numbers, but I haven't looked at the numbers like I was previously.
Yeah, it had become just totally enveloping, and yeah, it was everything he could think about,
That's not
and
good.
me. But I was very hopeful that we would just all die. So
I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately.
no, it's not.
No, but I think we'll get through it somehow, but...
You're
I
not
have my
lying.
fingers crossed.
You're not lying when you say that, dude. It was always. I was so because like everybody, when that was going on, everybody was looking at numbers. Everybody was watching the TV. But then the fact that I felt like I had to talk about it every day, every single time I turned the microphone on, there was that. It was probably a good month and a half that there was all coronavirus all the time. There was no fucking news that was like I go to the.
There was murder hornets for a hot second.
Oh God, it was a relief.
That was a relief, wasn't it?
There was nothing.
And then it was gone.
I go to this website called Fark to get all my news stories, and it's just a collection of news stories that are thrown in,
Right.
from different people, kind of like Wikipedia, except they're thrown in news stories, and just going down the list, and it's this big long scroll, and you're like, oh my God, find fucking something.
Yeah,
you'd have
anything.
to find some kind of funny thing about the coronavirus, and I was like, good luck.
I tell you what. I mean, between the coronavirus, murder hornets, and the Tiger King, I think it was a great thing for meme creators. The memes that came out after that, and still I'm seeing.
I didn't even need to watch.
Did you watch Tiger King?
Oh hell yeah, I watched Tiger King.
Why? See, I didn't even
dude.
need. I didn't even
Dude.
need to watch it.
It's-
Because I saw the fucking memes. I know everything that happened.
That's pretty much true. That's what I'm saying. The memes are like, they're golden though.
Dude, What did you-
Did you guys watch it?
No, we didn't
You guys
watch it.
Nope.
I don't understand this
Well,
whole
maybe
thing.
if you had watched the Tiger King, you would have been so enveloped with the coronavirus
I don't
numbers. I mean,
know.
that would have helped you have a little bit of escape.
He pitched the idea a couple of times,
I said we should watch it for a podcast.
and I said, "Fuck that."
You-
No, if I came home and he was watching it, I'd just fucking boop, boop, leave the room.
I don't know why you can think that talking monkeys or whatever, smart monkeys are plausible, and then not watch Tiger King. I mean, I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with anything?
Already, well, he talks about how dumb of an idea it is for being plausible for the monkeys. Then, I mean, you might as well watch Tiger King. I mean, your brain's already down there.
Fuck both of you
He's
guys.
got a point. He's got a point.
No, fuck you. God, man.
I'll tell you what, though. The good thing about that is
What?
it's
Good thing about what?
the Tiger King is when you watch it, every episode, I feel like they introduce a new person, and you swear to God, these people cannot exist. And then if they do exist, they've got to be so random, but all of them so close together, and all of them found each other somehow, and it's just insane to watch these. They look like characters, but these real people that are just so far out there.
Did you ever go to Sheboygan?
Mansalona?
Come on, man. Like,
I tell you what,
You ever been to a bar in Mansalona?
Walk into the fucking Calho some night, you know?
What- the term "birds of a feather" is there for a fucking reason.
it's crazy though. It's crazy.
Oh, I don't understand. I see these people and this scenario and this plot, and I'm just like, that doesn't look like anything I want to watch at all.
I don't know.
But we did have this discussion one time because he talked about how he will watch a documentary about something that he has zero interest in or knows nothing about. And I say, why?
Right? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because sometimes I want to learn things.
That's good, actually. That's a really good.
You know,
I think
sometimes
it's a
there's
good
just a
thing.
documentary on about, like, I don't know, I wasn't hugely interested in Irish pubs before I watched it, but I mean, it was kind of interesting, and I've learned a lot about Irish pubs.
Well, that's
You know,
I
which is
guess
a
that's a
fucking
good way to
great
learn.
documentary.
and it's a good way to learn new things, and maybe sometime you'll see something you're not interested in, and then become interested.
Yeah,
From
but
the documentary.
but you have to have
way to broaden your
some
horizons.
initial spark of interest prior. Like, I'm never gonna watch a fucking documentary about Nickelback.
That's true.
Different.
That's
I
true.
mean, I might watch it just because I would
watch it.
think that would be really funny.
No.
I'm
to
never
watch a documentary.
I'm never
about
gonna
Nickelback.
watch a documentary about fucking Dutch clogging.
That one I might watch. That.
Seriously, I mean, that could honestly be something that's who knows. If it was on, I might watch it.
I do love documentaries, and sometimes I will watch one
I just
that,
like learning things.
that I may not be not interested in, but I may not be interested in. You know what I mean? Like Nickelback, there's no fucking way I'm going to watch anything on Nickelback. But if
I mean,
it's
I
something
wouldn't
about
watch it,
something I
what am
don't
I
know,
You would watch
No,
it.
I
You'd
wouldn't.
totally watch
I mean,
it.
but
You would have to watch it because it would give you more ammunition whenever somebody says, "Hey, can you play Nickelback?" And then it gives you a lot more bullet points to rip them to shreds.
Why you will not watch Nickelback?
no, sorry. I watched that Nickelback documentary, and I can't give them the time of day any more than I could before.
Like the Motley Crue.
Yeah, I watched that twice.
Twice!
Yeah, it was a bad move. It was a bad move.
Which part? The first time or the second time?
The second time was a really bad move that I don't want to get into right now.
Oh, never mind.
Oh man, I feel like there's a story behind that. And now I feel like we have to talk about it.
No,
Nope.
no, we don't.
Not gonna happen.
No, we don't.
Damn it.
Remind me.
When we turn the mics off, I'll hear the story.
No.
No, I still won't. I have to find it. It's still too fresh.
Motherfuckers can probably read lists.
Oh.
No, I don't want to have any part in that at all. What were we talking about again? So what's new? What's new, Josh? Still attracted to pregnant women? How are you dealing with all this stuff, man? Just everything going on right now. And I wonder, because I ask my friends that I talk to all the time. It's just like, just a fuck, dude.
This world is so fucking crazy.
It is in chaos, and I worry about my friends, and I wonder how they're doing through all this stuff.
One thing I will tell you, and I don't know how many people are in this boat, but my bank account's never been as full as it is right now. It's crazy. Like, I was laid off, but with the extra $600, I was making more money than I was making when I was employed.
That's how you know you're poor, when you're in the position of getting more money, like on unemployment, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I was making more money, and I think that was more money than I've ever made. So, I mean, it was good. It was good.
I'm making on unemployment slightly more than I was making employed. I got fucking Art Van went fucking bankrupt, so
right. So now it's
not like I just got laid off because of COVID.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm making slightly more. But I also pay like $5,000 in taxes every fucking year, so I don't like. There's no part of me that could possibly feel bad about collecting unemployment.
Right.
And I have been pumping money back into the economy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've been paying back my bills. I mean, I had my credit cards were pretty close to maxed out, so I got those paid down. I got approved for a mortgage, so.
Very nice.
Met a girl, so moved in with her. Her and I are actually looking at buying a house together. So we've got.
Did you meet at the unemployment office?
No. That'd be funny though.
I'm gonna write a sitcom based on two people meeting at the unemployment office.
I'm sure there's a lot.
I'm sure
if you were
there
allowed
are.
to go there anymore,
Yep.
I don't think you're allowed to go there at the moment. But
We had a blind date. Who set you up? Marvin.
But yeah, no. So my life has actually been fucking awesome since COVID hit.
Nice.
And I'm just kind of riding the wave. Debt's paid off. I got my mortgage approved. We're making offers on houses right now. It's just like fucking cool.
How's the housing market right now?
It's crazy. I mean,
Is it still really crazy high?
Hopping. People, we'll literally be in the process of writing an offer when their realtor for the house says, "Oh, sorry, we've already accepted an offer." I mean, we're not even done writing the offer when they're like, "Nope, under contract." And you look at the houses available, it's like pending. So you can't even. I mean, it's just insane. So and especially since we're kind of waiting on our house to sell right now that we're in before we can make an offer. So that's an issue. So I think we've kind of made a decision not to make any offers until our house.
Well,
sells.
then I am officially keeping my fingers crossed for Donald Trump to be president again. So in the next 3 or 4 years, the housing market can tank again.
Right.
So then I can buy a house.
Then you can buy a house.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. No, right now interest rates, I think our pre-approval, the interest rate is 3.18%. 3.18%.
Yeah.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. For someone with my credit score, that was fucking insane. But, I mean, it's definitely less than perfect. But still, I mean, they're just... But the fees are astronomical, too, so...
Yeah, they are.
Do you think do you think you're going back to work?
That's the plan.
At Art Van?
Fuck.
I was going to say, Art Van's done, right?
Art Van doesn't exist. Although, wasn't the previous owner, Art Van, his estate, thinking about buying it back? Have you heard anything about that?
They were, but that was prior to
COVID.
the whole bankruptcy thing. They actually...
the company went bankrupt that was selling... That was... those fucks.
Right. The vans, they had a plan in place to buy Art Van back from T.H. Lee, the private equity firm.
Yeah.
But one of the investors, once COVID started to really get ramped up, they were like, we can't really do this right now. So.
And that's when they...
Just done.
Because COVID happened right after this bankruptcy thing, right?
It was right in the process.
Right in the process. So I mean,
Michigan got on lockdown like the week after.
So is there still shit in the Art Van store? I mean, is there still...
The fucking trucks are still in the parking lot.
I was going to say, are they going to sell all that shit or what? What's the deal? Are they going to have a...
They'll probably sell it
auction or something?
They might auction it, but they'll sell each location just as is, and you get all the shit that's in there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the week? It wasn't supposed to close for like a week or something, and then the main office downstate got COVID-19. Right. So they just shut down all of the art fans because it was supplying all of the art fans.
Right.
So you guys shut down.
It was a Wednesday. No, it was a Thursday.
It's a great way to start a story.
It was a Thursday.
It was a
Thursday.
I was taking a shit. The only people there were me and my supervisor, because everybody fucking called in or quit because company was going under. And I'm reading through the corporate email. I'm like, no shit. All right. Walked out.
See you later.
Went up to my boss and he said, hey, have you been able to get email on your phone? Because I haven't been able to. And I'm like, oh, so you didn't get the news then. Yeah, tomorrow's our last day.
No, I was optimistic when you said that they were going to buy it back and people would get their jobs back at some point.
Like I said, that was the plan, but
So why can't they do it now? I don't know how this shit works. Why can't they do it now? Because they went bankrupt. How come they can't? Because they're in the middle of bankruptcy, they can't sell?
well, they might be able to eventually because the bankruptcy court or whoever was handling the bankruptcy approved a sale of a number of locations, like including the Petoskey location.
Yeah.
I think 17 locations in 3 or 4 states. So, yeah. But I'll go back to work at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to. I have found out that I would make an awesome retired person.
right? I think that's what a lot of people have discovered.
When you want to fish all the time anyway, and barbecue and smoke meats, this guy should sell his smoked meats because the fucking bacon that he's curing from pork belly and smoking and is legit the best meats that I've had. You should take some bacon with you.
Oh man, if you're offering, I'd be glad to.
Then report back on this podcast.
I would definitely report back on my thoughts on the bacon.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's really good bacon. It's
That's
fucking
the best
awesome
way to
bacon.
do it.
Yeah.
No, you got to. There are jobs out there. Maybe you should. Maybe you should go be a smoker or something. And just.
I don't know if I want to.
You don't want to mix business and pleasure.
Well, A, yes, I do not want to do that. And B, it's like, it's a reason I don't do stand-up.
Right.
Like, I know I'm fucking funny, but my jokes are reserved for certain people.
Right.
It's like my cooking. I know I'm a really good fucking chef, but my cooking is reserved for a certain amount of people.
There you go.
Yeah, but you should still sell it.
Yeah. Maybe.
In this town? Shit. Come on.
I buy it.
You know what I made?
I buy your bacon.
You know what I made on Saturday?
What you make?
I made smoked macaroni and cheese.
Dude, get some, like, have you eaten when we're done?
Yeah.
No.
I have.
You should, it's a bummer because it's something.
So you smoked the actual mac and cheese, or you
Yes.
smoked cheese, or how
I made the macaroni and cheese. I actually made a beer cheese macaroni
Nice.
and cheese, and put some. I cooked up some of the pork belly, big chunks of pork belly, and glazed it in barbecue sauce, and
Careful.
put that on top of the macaroni and cheese. Put it in the smoker for half an hour. It's
Dude,
really, really fucking stupid good.
it's,
Really?
yeah. Where you're just like,
That's
I
awesome.
described it. I'm like, dude, I had the last bite, and there was like one last lone piece of pork belly, and it just exploded with the barbecue pork belly deliciousness in my mouth. And unlike the last, I was just exploded with flavor, and I was like,
Man. Yeah, I think that's my next thing. I got to get a smoker, but I might have to come over and learn a few tricks. Unless you're family
that
secrets,
shouldn't
you don't-
strictly
you don't-
be a hobby.
You don't share.
You need to make money off that.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see. But he's got to teach me how to smoke first. Because that's my next thing I'm gonna get. As soon as I get this new house, I'm gonna get a
It's a
smoker.
worthwhile investment.
That's what I've heard. That's everyone, and I've always wanted one, but I didn't know what I was doing, and just didn't want to.
How often do you cook?
Oh, I cook all the time, especially if it's outside. I grill. I mean, I'm grilling.
So
all
I mean,
the time.
when you're cooking, not on a grill necessarily. Are you doing recipes or are you doing like box like dad stuff?
No, recipes, I guess, is the closest thing to it. But I just kind of fuck around and you know what I mean. I take some things I know taste good together. I throw them together. I don't like to go with. Well, a lot of times what I'll do is
I'm not saying necessarily a recipe, but
I'll
like,
look up. Yeah,
give me an example. What do you cook?
What do I cook? So, like, I got a shepherd's pie that I think is really fucking
Sure,
awesome.
okay.
It came from several different recipes that I kind of taken and mixed them and then did my own things. I mean, as far as, steaks, that kind of stuff. I mean, a grill is where lots of meats. But
I like meats.
I just made bacon wrapped scallops with garlic.
I've never had scallops once in my
Oh
life.
man, I took the pepper bacon from Oriana, which used to be Lucky's.
Oh, so they're still selling bacon. I thought they were gonna be like Oriana.
Oh, no.
And just be fucking vegan.
No, they
and
kept
shit.
No, it's
the
not.
whole meat counter,
Oh,
and
good.
they're still curing the bacon, their own bacon. The only thing I noticed is the bacon's thinner, which
That's
pissed me
really
off.
hurting.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Pissed me off.
I bet some hippies at Oriana hippies are really upset about
Well,
that.
shop at the other one that doesn't sell that shit.
What are you doing?
Go to the
Selling meat.
yeah.
There's
I call it
there's two Orianas now.
Yeah.
There's the good Oriana and there's the shitty Oriana.
yeah. Go to
And
the
you
good one.
decide which is which.
It's up to you. So you can go to whichever one you want. But I took that. I had these monster, huge scallops. Wrapped them, seasoned them with some olive oil and some garlic and shit, and then put them on the grill. Cooked them. I mean, they were fantastic. But if I smoked them, I bet you they would be so much better.
Smoked scallops? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think it's like steak. Like, I mean, there's basically two ways you can cook them. There's grilled or seared in a pan.
Right.
And
You don't want to put them in a smoker.
scallops?
No, steak.
Steak? I wouldn't.
That'd be weird, man.
I don't know. They're too thin, right? You want something thicker, like a tenderloin.
Yeah. I have. Or did we just talk about smoking burgers? I think we smoked.
I think we talked about searing them first
Yeah.
and then throwing them in the smoker.
Yeah.
That's what I would do with the scallops, just to get a
Yeah.
little bit of smokiness. But the bacon, if the bacon's smoky,
I have a smoker box that I put I put wood chips in and then put it in the grill.
okay.
And that it doesn't really give like a huge smoke flavor, just a little kiss
Right.
of the smoke flavor.
Have you ever used a sous vide? That's what I was going to ask you. Have you used one of those things? So my brother swears by it. We had a huge fight. He came to my house while I was grilling out. He actually brought his sous vide, and you want to put my beautiful bone-in tenderloin or tomahawk steak in there.
Was that a ribeye?
Ribeye, yeah. The bone-in ribeye, the tomahawk. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to
Is
put
that where you put it in the bag and then you put it in hot water?
We put it in water, and then the sous vide, you put it in there, and it heats up the water, and
Right.
it cooks it just to the exact temperature.
Right.
So, it's number one is cheating, and I'm not going to put my fucking
Well, it's not
ribeye
cheating.
in the bath of water.
Like I've seen that on TV, but I've only seen it used for like chicken.
See, he uses it for his meats and his brats, like everything. I mean, he uses it for everything. So
Is he a smart person?
confused.
He's a pretty smart person. So
okay.
we actually went and bought another bone-in ribeye that was identical in about size and shape to mine. Brought it back, and we had a steak. We had a steak off. You know what I mean? So I would not put it in the sous vide. He put it in the sous vide, and unfortunately, we let a bunch of little kids vote on their favorite. I know. I didn't have any. The older people didn't eat the steak, so I will say
kids should never really have a say on anything.
I know
Kids, kids should not be involved in anything.
They did. They did.
Get them fucking hot dogs and put them in the fucking corner.
I lost 4-2 in votes.
Well, then, you know what that means? You know what that means? That means your steak is better.
Well, that's
because those kids don't know a goddamn thing about anything. Whatever the kids say, do the opposite. That's a good rule.
I agree. And what I'll tell you is it came out a gray color. It was just a weird gray. And then he put it on the... We still seared it at the end on the... But only for
that's the opposite of what you should have done.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what you should have done. Because... poached steak is not good.
Right, and it was more tender. I will give it. It was tender, but it was in a bag, so it wasn't. I mean, it didn't.
It's
never
tender
got
because
wet.
it's tender because it's gonna have all of the juice locked in.
Right.
And it's gonna be cooked to the right temperature and all of the
rare, like yeah, exactly.
And all of the connective tissues are gonna be broken down enough. Which there aren't really that many in ribeye anyway.
Right.
But fuck it, you lose all of the no.
Yeah. So and then you leave it in there. You leave it in there for I think you left it in there for 2 hours, and then we put it on the grill for a minute aside. I took my ribeye out, and I watched it on the grill. You know what I mean? Cooked it, watched it the whole time. So I think I probably cooked it. Total it took me about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes on the grill, on my flat top. Really high, seared it really well, and the fucking flavor. We seasoned them the same. Mine came out looking like a steak. His came out looking like this gray thing that was seared.
Yeah, and the fire flavor, or do you use propane or do you use charcoal?
Well, this one I use my flat top. So it's
on
brittle. It was with propane. Yeah.
With propane,
yeah.
But you're still getting the fired and the grilled flavor.
Right.
And that adds so much.
Yeah.
You can't have kids in charge of deciding what is good when it comes to something like that, where it takes years of fucking experience to figure out what good steak is.
And I agree, but that's what I had. That was what my available audience was.
You need to
I just fucking left.
Shut that shit down.
Yeah. You're gonna do what?
I did.
No.
That's what I did. He was not gonna put my ribeye in that fucking water bath. He went and bought his own, so I can't fight that. But there's no way. I wonder if he's gonna listen to this podcast.
Tell him.
There's no hard feelings.
Yeah, no hard feelings. It was good.
Look, no, fuck that guy.
Do you need a beer? Do you need a beer? You good?
Are you getting a beer?
I mean, I can't get out, so Levi's going to have to get out. I was figuring beers, Levi?
Thanks, Levi. But yeah, so...
We're not going live anymore, so if we want, we can edit together.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that was a big fight. I did admit... I did...
What?
What do you want?
Official.
What is that from Bell's?
Bell's official.
The lager?
It's like the hazy.
I'll get the
IPA.
official.
It's not really hazy. Oh, I know you have a really big fan base on this thing, so
Yeah, it's like,
if one of the 12 people listening,
hey, look, it's going.
no, I know, no, I'm not.
up.
I'm not trying to.
It's trending up.
I'm just saying, if somebody works for Bell's, it's not fucking hazy, okay? So, I don't know. Figure shit out.
What does that mean?
Why
did you say that?
It's crystal clear. It looks it either take hazy off and just call it a
Beer nerds, man.
well, it's still that's why I always said because I brewed for a while.
Yeah.
I always said don't ever put fucking hazy unless on the can unless you know
It's gonna be hazy.
it's going to be hazy. Because you should get judged for that. Just don't do it. I'm not saying it tastes worse because it's not. I'm just saying call it a New England style.
I know you're very particular.
It just
When it comes to that.
It shouldn't say something that it's not.
You know how little I've been
Okay.
into beer lately?
I'm just saying. Okay, think about this. What if
I agree with
Old
you.
Nation put on their cans crystal clear IPA,
And it was hazy.
and it came out looking like fucking orange juice? Do you think people would give them a hard time? I'm just saying. I think
feel that way.
It should be the same standards. If you say it's going to be crystal clear and it comes out hazy, you should be judged. If you say it's hazy, comes out crystal clear, you should be judged. Especially Bell's. Come on, guys, you know better than that.
I would
Professionals.
feel that way if I were to crack open and pour a Guinness Blonde, because just the name Guinness, blonde should not go with it.
Right.
And
I was not a fan of Guinness Blonde.
what was it, like a lager?
It's a blonde.
Yeah.
So, It basically it's just it's used
An
an
ale.
ale. Yes, an ale.
It looked like something I didn't want to have any part in.
Well, again, the same thing is the price point. So my other issue with Bell's, their new one, the Lighthearted, it's a good beer, but at 3.8%, and they're selling it for more than Two Hearted.
Yeah, it should
That's
be like
insane.
It should be like $6
Yeah.
a 6-pack.
I mean, $11 a 6-pack, and I can get a Two Hearted 6-pack for like $9,
Yeah.
and that's 7.8%.
Now
or
it is
7.2%. Or
I
whatever.
do really like it,
I do too.
and it's awesome on a hot day.
Right,
But
but so is a PBR. You know, for $5 for 6 pint.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll still,
All-day IPA.
I'll still pay the extra money for the Lighthearted.
I would too. But
I
all
like
day
the
IPA,
Lighthearted, actually. Yeah.
All day IPA. I like Lighthearted better than All Day. But Founders nailed the price point on the All Day IPA. It's like a 15-pack for $15.
I had a really bad fat guy moment.
Oh, did you? Okay, I want to
earlier
hear about
today.
that.
I was down here getting the podcast ready to go. You know, getting camera angles set up and this and that. And I ran video while I was doing it so I could compare the lights to
So
see how...
what did you run back the video?
Yeah, because I wanted to see the lighting in here. And like, I was bent over and my ass was facing the camera. My shirt was pulled up and like my shorts are pulled down because I have a belt on right now. And my ass crack, it was just like, ew, no, fat guy crack. Ah!
You can edit this, right? You can edit these
Yeah.
videos. I think you should give us a still of that. You still have that video?
Oh no, he deleted that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want
You
to
got
watch
it.
it.
Let's
No.
take a still of that and just put that up on the screen. We gotta.
Hang on. Do it. That makes me
Look,
really nervous.
I don't want to see that.
I don't really want to either, but I'm sure there's someone out
No.
there. There's
No, we
someone
won't
out
do
there
that.
that does.
Just like fleeting, like subliminal messages.
Just keep flashing.
Look, I might just throw it in for shits and giggles right now. Watch it back.
There you go.
Watch it back. No, it was a bad moment. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm trying to think if I've had a similar moment, but I don't think I have.
No, it's not very
I mean,
often. I felt like fucking Spaceballs when he's like, why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big? This is blob. That's how it felt. That's exactly how it felt.
It's all right. I thought you knew.
I mean, I knew it wasn't ideal down there, but I hadn't.
That's why I work out.
I hadn't actually watched. Yeah, I started doing that and trying to do that. Got up at 2:00 in the morning a few times last week, and
You're working out here?
Yeah.
Gyms are still closed, right? Are they reopened?
gym's still closed.
That's
He's got all the
why
equipment.
That's why I bought a home gym.
Yeah,
That's a good
he's
idea.
got all the equipment. There's a bicycle in the other room, so he's got the bicycle,
There you
the
go.
elliptical, and the weight bench. I mean, there's not really anything else you need.
True. I got most of mine from lifting grain bags and shit at work. But,
Well, I used to carry furniture,
yeah.
but
But now
I used to be
that's-
really strong, and now I am not. Now, just working out,
Is that
a few
'cause you
times
were-
last week.
Is it because you worked out? Is that why you're really strong? Or
No. I
It's-
used to be so strong.
I know you
it's-
used to be. Is it because you
it's
worked out?
natural. It's natural Smith-Tard strength.
Yeah.
And what? Is your age just taking away the strength from you? Or what?
Yeah, sure, it's age.
Age and inactivity.
Age and sedentary lifestyle. Age and sedentary. Because I was lifting weights,
do
and
it.
I don't even want to admit how much I didn't want to lift.
Look,
You
dude,
know?
when I first got the machine, like I was benching like 80 pounds. Like that's what I was
I
doing.
don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's good or not. I don't bench. I don't work out, so I don't know.
I mean, you
that's-
probably want to be able to bench your weight, pretty close to that.
Being able to bench your weight is not really it's not a reasonable benchmark for,
I could
for
squat.
most
I
people.
could squat my weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Well, not everybody.
Not everybody. Okay,
But-
come on.
Yeah.
But like if you're
It's
225, being able to bench 225 pounds is a fucking lot.
yeah, but I mean, if you're, I don't know. That's just the way I looked at it, I guess. But I could never bench my weight, even when I was in the army and I was really strong. I don't think I could bench 200 pounds because I was 190, 200 when I was in the Army. So it's like,
yeah, 210. That's what I don't think I could bench 210. No way.
I have worked. I can do 30. Well, I can probably do more, but I do sets, and I do 10 reps per set. I've gotten up to 150.
have you got to the point where it's addicting?
I don't know if it's addicting, but I mean, I don't.
You feel good.
I feel good, and I don't. I'm not. I've never dreaded working out.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed the actual act of working out. But I've gotten to the point where I do kind of look forward to working out. And even what was it? Whenever we got the 2 days after we went fishing, my neck was fucked for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't fucking lift weights or anything like that.
Right.
My neck's fucked. I still came down and did an hour of cardio.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's gotten to the point where even when I don't really feel like working out, I still come down and work out.
You don't get as sore as you used to. That's a big one. You know,
Oh,
you still
man.
get sore when you really work out, when you're going for it, but
Right.
you know.
Now I just
That's the thing. Once you get used to it, the soreness.
Right. And you get to the point where you feel it and you know it's working, but it's not you're not sore to the point that it's detrimental that you don't want to go back and do it the next day.
It's like I can't tell you how much because I have to work out in the morning. If I'm going to be productive at all working out, it's going to have to be in the morning before I get any coffee in me or any food in me or I go do anything. So I've been up at 2 o'clock in the morning working out, and you want to talk about the worst thoughts in your head. Fuck this. I want no part in this. And I laid back down. I turned my alarm off to 3:45, and then I'm like, no, get up.
I can't.
I tried to explain that it's different because I always worked out prior to working as well. So I would get up and I would go to the gym.
Right.
And then I'd go to work. But it is really different when you have the equipment at your house.
Is it because you're not paying for it, so you have to really push yourself to do it?
No, because
or is it easier?
I always felt like I don't work. I don't bust my ass at work to get done so I can go to the gym.
Right.
I bust my ass at work to get done so I can go fuck home.
Right.
So it was always a mental block to go from work to home and then go to the gym.
Right. But now you can just come home and work out.
Right. And it was so much easier. I mean, now I'm fucking unemployed, so I...
What do you think about when you go back to work? How is that going to affect your...
I guess it depends on my schedule.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I, at Art Band, when I was going to work at 6 a.m., I wasn't getting up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning to put in an hour and a half of fucking working out.
Right.
Fuck that.
Happen.
Yeah. And when you delivered furniture all goddamn day, you're working 12, 14, 16 hours sometimes delivering furniture. Last thing you want to do is fucking work out.
Right. But, I mean, I would still come home. I mean, when I have the equipment here, I'll still come home and then work out.
Do your workout.
Do something.
You don't want to come home and then go to the gym right after that.
Right.
And then come back home again and do all that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Do you have a gym membership at all?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Planet Fitness. I gotta cancel it.
I know. That's
you gotta go in there to cancel it. And I didn't fucking
I mean, yeah, they get you in there with the $9.99 or whatever it is a month or whatever the monthly fee is for.
Still on $10 a month.
Yeah, $10 a month.
Oh no,
yeah.
I pay more because I'm stupid.
And
I'm just like, give me it all. I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I'm gonna get.
No, I haven't had I don't think I've ever had a gym membership. I had a YMCA membership for about a year. But that was for my kids to go out and play basketball and stuff. But I didn't.
Yeah.
I never went out and worked out. I can't. I'm not a workout. I just can't get in that mindset. So I do the fun runs, the TC, the track club. I'll do the fun runs on Wednesdays. During the summer, they do them on Monday, so I can't because I have my kids. But on Wednesdays,
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The TC track club, they do fun runs, so they alternate bars every week. Mm-hmm. And on Wednesday, they'll meet at Little Fleet.
So what, do you run from fucking Union Street to Bootleggers?
So basically,
drink?
No. So you go from they'll start like a Little Fleet, and then they have a 3 and a 5 mile route. You can choose which one you want to go on. I always do the 3. There's no 5 miles. Yeah. But you run the 3 miles, and you run back to Little Fleet, and then they all meet and greet and drink at that bar. Mm-hmm. And so they've got a right brain course. They've got Little Fleet. They have a course from the workshop. They've got a course from pretty much all the breweries downtown that they'll just kind of alternate each week. So that I will run from time to time. And I always notice if I run multiple weeks, the soreness will go away. But if I haven't run in a while and I run, I am hurting for the entire week. I mean, it just kicks my ass. And that's literally besides what I did for work at Right Brain. That was pretty much the only exercise besides playing basketball with my son or something like that.
The idea of running just pisses me off. I don't know why anymore. It just pisses me off.
I don't understand why people do it though. I don't get it. I do it because it's the only thing that I do to keep myself active besides my work and then my kids. But I mean, I need something to keep myself active. So
the last time I went to run, probably not the last time, but it's the last time I can remember that I said, you know what, I'm going to run a couple miles. It was right after I got out of the Army, and I was living with my parents for a couple months until I got my own place. And, I went running. I was probably out of the Army for a month or so. And I got a mile, and I said, fuck that. And I walked back. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not running.
Exactly. The whole time I'm just cursing myself, like, why the fuck are you doing this? But the good thing is to go with friends, and they make me finish. So I don't want to stop if they're not going to stop. If I do it myself, there's no way I'm fucking finishing. No fucking way. That's why I have to make sure I go with friends.
I tell myself that would be good for me, is to go with friends to go running. But then I know what would happen is that I would just say, fuck this, I'm not doing it. And all my friends would just go, and I'd be like, all my friends would say, oh, he doesn't really want to run with us at all. That's exactly what would happen.
They give me shit afterwards for
then
sure.
I wouldn't do it again. That's exactly what would happen.
Yeah. I just say, fuck that. No. Why? Because I don't like being a part of anything.
Well, I met this dude who was a listener, and he was talking about this ruck club, and I was in the Army, and I love hiking and that. If I can get out and do it, when I go out and do it, I love it. So he was in a ruck club in Travers, and, just walking with a pack, 5, 6, 7 miles, I don't know how long. And I'm like, yeah, man, that sounds great. They meet at Little Fleet and shit, and they do different breweries, Right Brand they launch from. And then they were, I joined the Facebook page, and then it's just scheduled runs, and I'm like, no, I don't. I didn't want to join anything.
Right, exactly. Fuck being a part of something.
Yeah.
I will tell you, in the summers, I do try to, not this summer so much because of the whole COVID thing, but we tried to play beach volleyball every week. And that's fun. So, and we're really bad.
I can get down with that.
Really bad.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, as long as you're not playing with people who are really good and really competitive, because fuck those people. It's fun, and we're grown-ass adults. And
what time of day do you do that?
Usually evening, like 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's past my bedtime.
6
Can't
o'clock,
do that.
7 o'clock.
Can't do that.
Maybe 1 week. Maybe 1 week you can do it. Just try it.
Friday.
We'll
do
start
it on
early.
a Friday.
We'll start it early on a Friday.
If it's on a Friday.
Okay, you'll do 7 o'clock on a Friday?
Yeah, Friday's better.
Okay.
I mean, I just got to get up for a show on the 2 o'clock in the morning.
Do you have special ankle-friendly sand for him?
No, I don't think so.
You got to test it out, man.
Test it out.
You got to test it out. I legitimately worry about my ankle when I'm out doing things and
bad ankle?
Yeah,
it's not good.
It's like a noodle.
It's just like he fucking looks at it wrong.
He saw it happen.
Yep,
He saw it happen. We were going into that brewery in Beulah, a new one.
Right.
And I'm walking in front of him, and we're walking across like the lawn to go in, and I just go.
I'm walking behind him, and I see this little cutout in the grass, and I'm like, well, I'll avoid that. And as soon as I thought, well, I'll avoid that, I saw him step halfway on the turf and halfway on the pavement, and then boom, just fucking eat shit. And I'm just standing there like I'm standing there like Lee Trevino and Happy Gilmore.
Just you want to, and it's just like a sack of potatoes because the ankle gives way, and it's just like straight down. Ow!
I didn't even say anything, and he's like, "Shut up!" I'm like, what?
You don't have to say anything.
You're the one that fucking fell down, fucking idiot.
So you didn't hurt your ankle, you just fell down.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and it hurt like it's just recurring hurt ankle, dude. Yeah,
That's not good.
I don't know. I was all scraped up here.
I don't know if you should.
Looked like I slid in a second with shorts on. Just ow.
Yeah. I don't know if you should play. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Huh?
I don't want to be responsible.
Well,
You'll be fine.
I'm so self-conscious about it now. That's what the problem is. I'm so self-conscious about my ankle that I'm worried about it if I'm going out and playing those things.
He doesn't really have to run or anything in beach volleyball.
No, you don't.
Take a couple steps to your right. If it's
Especially
anything
if you
more
have
than
enough
that, just
people.
give up.
If you have enough people, you really don't have to move that much. You just have to.
I was playing volleyball a lot when I was, so this is probably 2001, with friends on, I don't know, it was probably West End. Everybody plays volleyball in the West End, I think. I think that's right by the Holiday Inn or down
Just
from the Holiday Inn.
From
Yeah.
the Holiday, yeah.
And, I was just out of the Army a couple years at that point, and it was all right, but that's not like today.
I am probably the worst volleyball player you've ever seen. If anybody ever tries to play with us that knows the rules and tells you how you're supposed to hit it, they will hate me because they will be like, he broke the rules. Oh, he broke the rules. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. And be like, fuck you guys. I'm going to do whatever I want. So I'm really bad. But I will tell you, I dive for every ball. And I definitely steal.
Like, even if you don't have to?
Oh, yeah, even if I don't have to. I'm fucking...
Like, fucking, you spike it and then dive?
Yeah. Just on the ground.
Just fall down.
And I hate sand, but I'll dive in the sand for that.
I don't want it to seem like I'm not athletic. I'm not anymore. Okay?
Right.
That's different. But like he had me play softball on a team of like people he knew. I don't know how well he knew them.
Not well.
I was the best player on the team. That's not saying a lot.
It's not good.
Yeah. The team.
Like,
Like, if there was a team reject, that was it.
Oh, dude.
Right? Because you drink a lot, though.
I take my softball, baseball seriously. I love playing. I'm actually pretty good at it. I used to be. I haven't played in forever. But and when I see that you have a team and nobody on that team can fucking do anything right, like catch a simple pop up or catch a fucking just a simple routine throw to second, fucking heaven forbid turn in a double play.
It was brutal because like I've never really played softball, but I was one of the best players on the team, and there's no fucking reason that I should have been the worst. Like if I was on any other softball team, I would have been the worst player.
Was this like a one-time thing, or was it a league?
It was a one-time.
He knew, because he knew some people, and he said, "Hey, they need these guys need somebody to fill in." And I was on a softball team. I was on like 2 softball teams at the time, I think. And I'm like, "Yeah, I got time for this one day."
Well, that's basically how I got on the team.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, hey, we got this softball team and we need one more player. Do you want to be on it? I'm like, all right.
Yeah. And we got our ass kicked so bad. The other fucking team, it was to the point where they would just stop trying to go home. They would just go stop base to base when it was
Just
clearly, you got 3 bases, motherfucker. I was yelling at people like they were stopping on third. Like, you better fucking run! You better fucking run! I was getting so pissed off. I'm like, I was the worst sporting event I've ever been a part of right there.
It was bad. It was bad.
So, yeah, think about how you felt And then think about a volleyball player watching me play volleyball, how frustrated they would get.
At least you're trying.
I am trying. I will tell you, I try my best. But I also have no want to learn the actual rules. I really don't care. I want to play the way I'm playing. That's what I want to do. It's street volleyball. Street
there's
volleyball.
still rules.
Yeah. I know, and I follow the rules.
As long as you
3
follow
hits,
the rules.
For the most part.
What about when you go golfing?
For the most part, I follow the rules. But if I hit it with 2 hands and I still hit it, I didn't catch it and throw it, I think I should be able to hit it with 2 hands.
What about when you go golfing? Do you go golfing?
I've been golfing a couple times in my life. Not very often.
Yeah.
And again, I don't usually play by the rules in golfing either. I don't do that.
You know what Tim Logan told me? He said he's only been golfing twice, and he only shot I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something so absurdly, there's just no way. He said that he only shot like a couple over par on each hole. And he said he's only been golfing twice. I'm like, I don't believe you for 1 second.
No, I wouldn't believe that. I would not believe that for 1 second either.
I don't believe you for 1 second.
So for about 3 years, 2 or 3 years in a row, my brother and I went for our birthdays. Both our birthdays are in October, and neither one of us golf. We just don't. And so we decided it'd be funny to start this routine where we would go on our birthday every year at the end of October. And the cool thing is there's no one there. They've already taken the signs down what par is because they're getting ready for the snow. So we go in there, and it's horrible. We are so bad. And so our goal is whoever loses the least amount of balls is the winner. We don't even keep track of how many hits it takes to get into the cup. It's just how many balls did you lose? If you lost the most, then you lose.
Yeah.
So the goal is to not lose. I think my golfing game is more like bowling because it seems I roll the ball for the most part.
My golfing game is just more like depression.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad.
Do we want to? We went golfing Father's Day. We took my dad out.
Oh, nice.
That is the most I've been pissed off golfing in a long time, and that's probably the worst I've golfed. I don't want to say ever, but it's the worst I've golfed in a really long time because
Look,
God damn it, man!
I didn't notice any drastic difference from your normal golf game.
Well, I did, and I think you're just being an asshole.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No,
I think you are.
I'm not trying to be.
But Levi, you're a good golfer, right? I think I remember this from one of the other podcasts. Or you at least take it seriously.
I take it seriously. He takes it seriously too. He's just shitty.
Right.
And for bad golfers, I'm good.
Right.
I mean, I average about a stroke over par a hole.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
All right.
How's your dad? Is your dad good?
He's way better than me.
Yeah, he's about the same as me.
All right. That must be fun.
It's just my dad kept trying to give me lessons on the course to hit the ball better, and my dad's a coach, so it's just in him, And
comes a point though when you want to say, "Shut the fuck up! I'm not good.
I didn't
I'm not
say
gonna
it.
Get this.
I didn't. It was
I'm
Father's
not
Day.
gonna get it. I know.
It was Father's
I know
Day.
exactly.
But I mean, I was just like, it was in my head when I was addressing the ball so many times that I fucking just shanked. And when I say shanked shots, they just went like straight up. But I felt the ball on the club twice. Like it was like boom, 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 boom. And then twice when I was had it in my head about whatever my dad was telling me, and I was like, fucking I was so mad. All I wanted to do was throw my fucking club. And I threw it once, but I only threw it a little bit because I was like, I don't want to be all ragey, but I want to throw this fucking club.
I keep telling him, and he thinks that I'm being a dick and that I'm making fun of him, but there comes a point where you have to just accept that you're fucking suck.
It's just bad.
That's not something you just accept.
Why not?
Because
you have to.
I know I have it in me to be a good golfer.
I don't.
Do you?
I think I do.
But no. You have to.
I believe in you. I believe in you, man.
You have to have I golf once a year, and I'm shooting 95 or 100.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
that means if I put in the practice, if I golfed once a week or twice a week, I could be a really fucking good golfer. If you golfed once or twice a week, you could be as shitty as I am now.
You know what, Smitty? I believe in you. Never give up on your dreams, man.
Well, I
Never give
feel
up
like
on your
I have it
dreams.
in me
But
to be a good golfer.
you have to actually analyze what the fuck you're doing wrong. You just walk up there and fucking whack it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I think about it every time.
What are you thinking about? Because you do the same fucking dumb shit every time. You have the same shit stance. You're bent over like a fucking upside down U. You look like a fucking lowercase n trying to fucking hit the golf ball.
Sounds like you need a longer club. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think I have it in me to be a good golfer. I don't like where this turned.
Well,
I don't like where this turned one bit.
I'm giving you constructive criticism.
That was not constructive criticism. I was just trying to make
It was
me
more
cry.
it was actually more just criticism.
Yeah, I understand. But it's trying to be motivating.
Right. There you go.
I don't give a shit about my golf game enough to
go.
See, that's the point. If you don't give a shit about your golf game to get better, why are you pissed off when you suck?
First of all, don't tell me how to feel.
I didn't. I asked you
Second-
why.
Because I think I got it good enough.
Fuck. This is what I live with.
You were saying today, I'm so happy when I go back to work because, I'll do better on the podcast. When I say do better, that's not what I meant. But there's more shit to talk about. When you're
Right.
able to go outside and go to work, there's more stuff
Get
to
more
bring to the
material.
You
podcast.
do. Yeah, being home all day fucking sucks.
And I'm like, plus, you're already talking to me all fucking day,
Right?
every fucking
Yeah,
day.
Exactly.
I still feel like I'm not as bad a golfer as you think. There's just
I've
one or
seen
two
you,
things.
I've seen you golf.
I think I have a decent swing. I think I have a decent. I think my stance is all right. You know.
I'm here to tell you it's not.
Well,
It needs drastic improvement.
Have you ever filmed it? We should film it next time.
Yes.
Oh, you have filmed it?
Yeah. I did film.
send it to me right now.
I need to see. I need to see this.
Hold on.
Because I think this is something we should see, right? Then you can be judged by more people than just Leo.
Oh God. I don't think it's that bad. I was whiffing at the ball, or I did something fucking stupid, and I saw him filming. No, send it to me, motherfucker.
Well, I want to see it. I want to see it.
That's another
Well,
thing.
I see it practice swing. I can.
There you go, nice shot.
That was
That was all right.
It was a nice shot.
Watch it again.
okay.
This was
Send it to
this
me.
was the third attempt at this shot. The first two he hit it and he topped it and the ball did one of these. Boo. It just went right over his head.
Well, okay. Listen, I will
pretty
tell
bad.
you, it was way better of a swing than I have, for sure.
I think it's a pretty good swing.
There's something
There's a few things wrong with it.
There's something about seeing that little fucking ball on the ground that I know I have to hit a long way, that I want to literally annihilate that motherfucker. And that's my biggest thing that everyone always tells me. I swing way too fucking hard because I'm like fucking, what was that? Billy
Did you
Madison?
send it? Did you send it?
Yeah, I just sent it.
I try and literally kill it. Like that to me, I want it to be dead. And I miss it. I
You
fucking
have
miss it
to.
every time. I shank it.
You have to wait until you develop proper swing mechanics.
To put the
To
speed
really
in
do
there.
that.
I know, and that's where I have the issue. Because I just want to kill it. I just want to fucking
Here's
Yeah.
chop it.
no. That's not it.
You have to develop proper swing mechanics.
I'm going to explain to you, just for shits and giggles, what I'm thinking when I'm going up to the ball, okay? First of all, I'm almost all the time, at least the last half of the back nine, the last time we golfed, trying to envision a good shot. Okay?
Right.
In my mind, I know where I want the ball to go, and I'm trying to positive mental attitude.
That's important.
Sure.
I do the same thing.
Whatever your club is, like you put the club down, and you want to keep your wrist and your arms stiff, so you got to put it out and extend it to the club face behind the ball. But you're bent. Like, I don't understand. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Maybe you gotta.
You got to keep everything. You got to keep everything not moving, and try to keep your wrist stiff so the club doesn't move, the club face, and that's what I'm thinking about when I'm doing it.
You know what your biggest problem is?
Fucking you
Probably.
not shutting the fuck up.
That's your biggest problem now. Your biggest problem when you golf is you bend your back. You bend your back and you hunch. You hunch.
Yeah, I don't even know how to fix that.
You just have to keep your back straight like that. Just stand basically like, yeah.
You need better posture.
That feels so weird.
Well, if you... I almost said one of the bad words that we don't say. You look like a fucking idiot. But look at a golfer's swing. Their backs are straight.
I will make a mental note of that and see if I can apply it.
We should go to a driving range. Just go to a driving range and fucking practice.
I think we should all go to the driving range together.
Podcast.
We'll do a podcast from.
I already know what our next podcast video is going to be out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, still should do the driving range.
Axes.
Axes?
Axe throwing.
Axes.
Axe throwing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be fun, but I still want to go to the driving range with you guys so we can compare the three swings.
That works for me. Sometimes I hit the ball really well.
I never
don't
do.
compare yourself to me.
No, I want everyone to compare us all three.
Okay.
So I will make you feel better about yourself for sure.
I don't want anybody to see me swing.
Oh, I want.
That's why I don't like going into X golf, where it's a great place, but I get all nervous about people watching me golf and then judging my shitty swing and all that. So, anyway, Josh Thomas, we'll do it again sometime.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
yeah.
Thanks.
What do you got
guys.
going on?
What's that?
What do you got going on? Anything fun?
Tonight?
Any acting? Probably not.
No,
There's no theater right now.
Zero theater.
There's nothing.
Real life is dramatic enough.
Yeah.
I got this week off, so I'm just kind of having fun this week.
All right.
Trying to relax because I'm.
Well, then maybe we should drink beer again this week sometime.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Sounds
we'll
good.
do that. Maybe we can come over and smoke something.
Oh.
Like meats, not like
I
a bowl.
I am.
I thought you were talking about this fine lightsaber hybrid from Loom. Oh.
I'm smoking brisket on Saturday.
Oh, are you really?
You should come over Saturday.
Maybe I'll come over Saturday if you guys are cool with that. I might have to. I'll bring something. I'll bring beer.
Don't bring any
something.
fucking children.
Well, here's the thing.
No children.
Here's the thing. We just posted the clip earlier this week of the last time you were on of the yes and no thing.
Yes.
You're not just saying yes because
No,
we're inviting you.
no.
I only want you to come over if you don't have things going on. You want to get out of the house. You come over here and have a couple beers. Don't feel obligated.
I've become better. Since that. Actually, I've become much better of a no man. I took it to heart.
You
I'm
gotta
glad
stand
that I can be a positive
you
influence.
were a positive influence, and I'm trying, man. And especially after this new relationship that I've been in,
Does it work?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I'm not saying no to her. No, I say yes to her every time.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
But everyone else, I say no to.
All right.
So I only do things if I want to, because I got to make sure I make them count.
Yeah, your initial response should be, I don't know. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
See what I got going on.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
maybe.
That's a good. But either way, Saturday
Saturday.
if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'll check it out.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. You will not regret it.
You want to.
No. I do. I definitely.
Gonna make some brisket sandwiches. I'm gonna do some burnt ends.
Oh, nice.
You gonna make those empanadas?
Probably not Saturday, but maybe.
It's fun. We might piss and moan at each other, but motherfucker can cook. So
Dude, yeah, I gotta come test it out. So,
all right.
What the fuck did I make before then? It was awesome.
Everything.
lots of stuff.
Yep.
I don't know why you don't make a list. I don't know why you don't make a list of things you've made
Yeah.
So you can remake them.
so you can sell it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.